This is my home gym. It has got pretty much everything you need in a home gym, and all in all, it is a pretty damn good setup. This garage has been my base of operations for the last 5 years, right down from just a barbell in a garage to now becoming a full on garage gym. I have got everything I need in this gym, from a power rack to multiple barbells, lots of weights, and a few extra bits. We have got cardio equipment in a treadmill, a exercise bike, and a punching bag. We have got a lat pull down and a seated cable row. We have even got everything you might need to become one of the strongest men in the world, from circus dumbbells to Atlas stones to a super yoke. We've got it all. So how can it get any better? What exactly do we need to make this home gym whole? What can we possibly upgrade, as the title and thumbnail suggests? Well, that is going to be the rack right here. This rack is about to get the ultimate upgrade. Now, what is wrong with this rack, you may be asking? It looks like a perfectly good and sturdy rack. It's got J-hooks, it's got a pull-up bar, it's got plate storage, and it's even got safety spotters and homemade band pegs down the bottom. Why could we possibly be needing a better rack? Now, this is not to say that this rack is bad in any sense of the word. This rack has been with me now for the past 3 or 4 years. It has held together fantastically. It has seen its fair share of heavy lifts. And I'm not going to be getting rid of this rack. I'm just going to be moving it. Because what I'm going to be doing is upgrading this rack to a proper 4-post power rack that has basically a hell of a lot more to it. Now again, why am I doing this? Well, this rack is brilliant. It is perfect if you just want to do stuff out of the rack. But if you want to buy any attachments, you want to turn your rack into something more than a rack, well, that is where this rack falls apart, because it does not have the best dimensions to be able to get attachments for it. All of the best racks at the minute are usually 2x2 or 3x3, and they have 5/8-inch holes. This has the 1-inch holes, so there are some things out there, but this new one I'm going to be getting has the smaller holes, and therefore has a wider variety of different attachments we can get for it. And that is what is going to take this home gym up a level, because at the minute we have the one rack that's a half rack. We can do one exercise out of it at a time, and it's pretty good. But this home gym here is shared between me and my brother, and now at the minute we are on diverging programs, which means I might be squatting while he's benching, I might be doing log press out of the rack while he's squatting, and it just doesn't quite line up. And with a half rack, you are stuck to the one set of uprights to do one exercise at a time. But with a 4-post rack, I can be squatting on the inside while we'll set up for benching on the outside. Not the most safe thing to do, which is why we're going to hold on to this rack just to have 2 racks in here as well. But it is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier. So the one main reason is we're going to have a bunch of new attachments over the next few months and years. And the other reason is so that more people can use this space at the same time. Now, that is not all we're going to be doing to the home gym in this video. We are going to give it a full treatment. We're going to rearrange it. We're going to make it more efficient, and we're going to make it a hell of a lot cooler. So at the minute, this lat pull down here takes up a lot of space. It's a very long piece of equipment with a fairly big footprint, but it's actually not in the best place for it right now. We're going to be moving this elsewhere in the gym, because the second rack, aka the old rack, which I've just shown you, is going to be coming into this space here where there's plenty of space to have the rack and do other stuff out of it. And the lat pull down is going to be moving where the lying leg curl and seated leg extension machine currently is, which you might have missed. That machine is currently here, stuffed in the corner by all of the Strongman equipment. It actually doesn't take up that much of a footprint, and I still use this every week, despite it being the first piece of gym equipment I ever bought. Now, where's this going to go, you may ask? Well, I'm going to leave that to the later part of this video because I haven't quite figured it out yet, to be honest. We're definitely going to be keeping it, but it is not going to be staying here. Here is where that lat pull down is going to go. I'm going to be shuffling all of the Strongman kit up into the corner further, making the Strongman corner, again, much more efficient. And this is going to be moving possibly to near where the lat pull down currently is, depending on how much space we have once we have moved the rack. Essentially, this whole gym, apart from the deadlift platform and the Strongman corner, is going to get a full rejig to make it more efficient and use the space a bit better. So that is what we're doing in today's video. This intro bit has been long. It has been possibly a bit boring, but I wanted to explain myself before we got into everything that we're doing, because it is going to be a bit hectic over the next few days as we've got the new rack arriving in just a couple of days, and we're going to have to get everything moved before we start building that. So this video is going to be basically overhauling the garage gym, and I hopefully think you're going to enjoy it. So before we go ahead and start dismantling things, moving things around, and building new power racks, I just want to say, if it is your first time here on the channel and you're here purely for the home gym stuff, what we do on this channel is we not only do home gym training for strongman specifically, but also just general strength training across the board. We do it all out of this garage gym. Not only do we do that, but we also talk about the pro strongman sport and discuss everything from World's Strongest Man, the Arnold Classic, all of that stuff every single Friday. So if strength training, strongman, and the pro strongman scene is something that you guys find really interesting, along with doing it all out of a garage gym here, no public gym, all on my own, just here in the garage. If that is something you guys will find interesting, go down below, click subscribe, because the people who watch these videos, the majority of you, almost 70%, aren't actually subscribed to the channel. You come, you catch a couple videos, and then you leave. But if you subscribe, you get notified every single time of when I upload, and it's completely free. It helps support the channel massively and helps me post these videos for you guys and upgrade the home gym further. If this video does well, it'll help me afford another attachment for the power rack and hopefully build this space up into the ultimate dream home gym. So you guys have been with me every step of the way, from when this was just a garage with a barbell in it, all the way to now where we have it as a full gym setup. So if you want to be a part of that journey, go down below, click subscribe. But without further ado, it's time we start to do some organising. Right, so it has been like 24 hours since I filmed that intro. I was hoping that I would be doing all of this at the weekend, but because MirrorFit are fantastic with their shipping and have been for ages for me, even though it said 3 to 5 working days, some of it's already been delivered, some of it is coming today. So to avoid having boxes everywhere, I have taken the morning off of work, and we are now going to try and rearrange the gym and make some space to be able to build the new rack. So yeah, as I said, I was really expecting this to come on the Friday and the weekend, but it is the Thursday now. I was in the office all day yesterday getting notifications that stuff was being delivered. And yeah, so we are starting a little bit earlier. But first thing we need to do, the plan, we're going to move the lat pull down, move the leg curl, and we're going to move the old rack into their sort of final resting places, give or take a few shuffles here and there, so that we have the space there open for the new rack for when we build it. So that's what we're going to do now. I've got me on my own here, so I'm going to attempt my best to move things on my own. If I need some help, we'll call in some help, but I'm going to attempt to time lapse it, so hopefully it makes for a pretty weird, cool kind of time lapse. I've not done a time lapse before of doing anything like this, so that's what we're going to attempt. Let's get everything to where it's going to live. Well, it looks a bit different in here now. That wasn't actually too painful. It took maybe 25, 35 minutes, something like that. And everything is basically where it's going to go. And it actually makes this room feel much better laid out. And I'll show you what I mean when I change the angles and show you what exactly we've done. But obviously where I'm sat now is where the rack is going to be in front of the mirrors. But yeah, there was actually plenty of space for everything else. And it makes everything else just flow a lot better, makes it much more efficient, which I'm really, really pleased about. So let me switch around the camera angles and show you what exactly we've done. So first things first, where once was a lat pull down, there is now a half rack and a lying leg curl, leg extension and preacher curl bench. And this takes up a decent amount of room. It's a much better use of this space along this wall than that lat pull down. There is plenty of space here between these two to have a barbell. I got the barbell out and I checked that. And yeah, it's perfect. This assault bike is basically going to live in there unless we need to use the rack, in which case we can wheel it out. That's really great for being portable. But it's perfect because it means we haven't lost any of our plate storage. We've gained a lot more usable space, essentially, for different exercises. And having this bench here back out of the way, it hasn't compromised my strongman area at all, and it's actually given us a bit more room to play with this bench, because before it was tucked right up against that wall in the strongman shit corner and was really hard to get in and out of and use properly. But now it's in its own place, in its pride of place, and it works. There's still enough space to walk behind it and get to the light switch and get up the stairs, and there's plenty of space here for me. Obviously, you can see I'm walking in here to be able to get plates on and off and everything like that. So it's not too cramped. It's actually worked out pretty well. And then the next thing I'll show you is we'll spin the camera around and show you where the lat pull down now lives. And I much prefer this. I don't know why I didn't do it originally. So the lat pull down is now here next to all the strongman stuff on the edge of the deadlift platform, and having a very vertically space taking up thing here, but not very wide, is perfect for what this space needs. Obviously, we're not using any of the upper space up here to do anything. There's some stuff on the wall, but as far as this tiny sliver of space between the deadlift platform and there, it's just the perfect size for the lat pull down. It gives us plenty of space to do seated rows, plenty of space to do lat pull downs. Getting plates on and off is nice and easy. And yeah, I'm just really pleased with how this turns out. And because this space of the lat pull down is not really being used, we can store all our dumbbell stuff here as we were before. And it's not in the way as much as it was when it was the lying leg curl. And yeah, it's just brilliant. I'm really pleased with this new layout. And yeah, so the next thing we need to do is get the big title piece of this video, and that is the home gym upgrade itself. That is the new power rack. So it's at the delivery depot at the minute. Should be turning up, hopefully, fingers crossed, today. And then we will get to put it together and figure out where it's going to go. Well, we know where it's going to go, but figure out where exactly it's going to fit in that space and how it's going to look in front of the mirror. So that's what we're going to do. Let's do it. So we are pretty much done with a deadlift session. Will's in here now as well. And we have had our delivery. We have got a hell of a lot of big mirror fit boxes, which means it is time to build the squat rack. So I am basically just going to do most of it off camera. I'm not going to time lapse or anything because I think it's going to be a bit of an arduous process. And Will's still going on bench and stuff, so I'll be a bit busy in here while we do this. So I'll just do progress updates along the way, talk you through what we are doing. But first things first is I need to get this all unboxed. So that's what we're going to do. And it doesn't help that I am now absolutely knackered after doing some heavy axle deadlifts and pause deadlifts and stuff like that. So doing this, definitely not on a full tank, but hoping to get it done today. So as you can see by my glamorous assistant showing it off so nicely, we have a slight issue. I measured it when I ordered it, and it said on the website it was 230, and I measured the gap between the floor and the roof to be 230, and as you can see, it doesn't quite fit. I think it will go with some persuasion, but we might have to cut out either some squares on the flooring or some squares in the ceiling, but we have no problem cutting the ceiling out, as you can see, so I'll figure out what we're going to do about that. and then update you when we have a bit more progress. So in this corner by the light switch, there is no rubber flooring. So I thought I'd test whether it fits in this gap, and it does. So using my very high-tech drawing of the base of every upright, we have now got it mapped out on the floor where they are going to go, which is pretty nice. The reason it's a bit further away from the mirror is so that if we're squatting out the cage, there's plenty of space to unrack, have the plates and all that. So now I'm going to go grab a Stanley knife and we're going to cut the floor out and hopefully get our uprights upright. We have got one side up and set in the floor perfectly, measured it spot on. So we are looking good. And what we need to do now, obviously, is the other side and then bolt it all together and wham, bam, we are done. And look at this. Laser cut numbers and really close to the holes for safeties and bench, and then laser cut all the way up. Oh, so nice. But let's get it built. Let's get it finished. And then I've got a few changes that I want to make to the gym that Will had the bright idea of. So we'll talk about that after we've built the rack. Well, there we have it, guys. The rack is fully built. Very, very sturdy. Nice and tall. Lots of room for activities here. And activities we will be doing. As you can see, I've got 2 pairs of J cups so that I can leave one set up for bench, one set up for squat, or I can be squatting, Will could be benching, I could be doing incline log. Obviously, we've also got the other rack as well that we could set up for an exercise, so we should not be running out of space at all. Now, the one thing I do want to change about this gym now that everything is in place and basically where it is as per the plan I had originally, and that is this corner over here. Now, don't get me wrong, this corner is fine, and we've always deadlifted with the rack there, but now it's a 4-post rack. This pole right here is like bang slap right where I'm going to deadlift. So in case there's any sort of like slight fall over or issue with deadlift, I pass out something, I'll be going straight forward into an upright. And before, the upright was like about here with safety across, and we take the safety off and we'd know that there's nothing in our way before. But now this is here. I want to play with the position of the deadlift platform, and I've sort of eyed it up, and the lat pull down will fit in this gap and won't be a problem for squatting or benching or anything, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the deadlift platform with the lat pull down, and hopefully we should get a really solid setup that is finalized. And it'll give us a really nice backdrop from the deadlift platform with all my like Strongman posters and the Strongman area behind us. And then we'd have space both forward and backward from the deadlift platform. And it will just open up the space a bit more. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do one final reshuffle, tidy the thing up. And then when we have the finalized, full, upgraded gym, I'll show it off. Well, there we have it then, guys. Home gym upgrade complete. And I am absolutely in love with this space more than I ever have been right now. The swapping of the deadlift platform and the lat pull down makes it perfect, makes perfect sense, and it just looks awesome. You'll be seeing a lovely cinematic on screen showing the whole gym in its full glory now. We've got dedicated areas in the gym in such a small space. This is just a 2-car garage, guys, and we've managed to get 2 racks, a whole strongman area, a lat pull down, leg extension, leg curl, preacher curl combo over in the corner. And I mean, there's still some more room here and there for some small bits to squeeze in somehow. And yeah, I'm just absolutely ecstatic with the upgrade that we've been able to do. Getting a hold of a proper 4-post, heavy-duty squat rack is going to change the game. We're going to be able to get some really nice attachments for this rack over the next few months, essentially, as I earn some money and I'm able to buy them because I'm addicted to kitting out this home gym. There are loads of attachments I want to get for this thing. So if you love the home gym space and you want to see how we're going to pimp out this squat rack in the next few months, make sure you go down below, drop a subscribe and turn notifications on, because that will be happening. We will be pimping out this rack even further. But as for the home gym, as it currently stands, that is where we are going to leave it for today. I cannot wait to get in here tomorrow and actually lift in this space with the new rack. I'm super, super excited. And if you want to see that training, as I said, go down below, check out all of my other videos on the channel, and stay tuned for more to come in the future. But what a space. I'm super, super pleased with it. If you like this space, leave a like down below and drop any suggestions in the comments for what piece of kit I should get next for this home gym space, because I've got a fair bit now. I've got a full strongman setup. I've got 2 racks. I've got cardio equipment. I've got a lat pull down. I've got a seated row. I mean, what more can we want? We've even got a dip station over in the corner, which is currently more used as a storage rack. But yeah, we are absolutely sorted here. So if you enjoyed this video, go down below, click like on the video and subscribe. It'll help me to pay for some of this equipment. And I just want to give a big shout out to MirrorFit. They have been so generous with me and my channel ever since I was a very, very small channel, way before 1,000 subscribers. They've been helping me out with discounts to review certain things and that sort of thing. And they've just been a wonderful company to work for. And you can tell by the fact that I keep buying from them that they are brilliant. Like, I've never had any issue with any of their equipment before in my life. It is super easy to assemble, ships super quickly. I mean, I did this whole squat rack on my own, and yeah, it's sturdy as anything. I mean, it's not going anywhere. And it was just as simple as getting shipped in 3 or 4 days, bolted together nice and tight. And I mean, it's not going anywhere, as I said. So if you want to check out some cheaper, better gym equipment, if you're in the UK and I believe Europe as well, go down below, check MirrorFit out. But I'll leave their link in the description. I'm not getting paid to say any of that stuff. They've just been super kind to me over the last few years. So I wanted to give a bit of a formal shout out at the end of this video, because without them and their generosity in helping me out here, I would not have got half of this stuff in this home gym. So yeah, it's been awesome. I've really enjoyed this whole process. Now I can't wait to get lifting in it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Toby. As I said, go down below, leave a like on the video, comment down below what I should get, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be one of those people who goes above and beyond, there is a link in the description and a join button down below where you can become a member and support the channel that way and get access to loads of exclusive videos, posts, chats with me, that sort of thing, over in that exclusive club. So if that's something you want to do, go and do it. If not, completely understand. Just like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.